What have you made of him?
Cheat.
Answer early. Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that statement, mainly because, as you heard me mention, I know a lot of the people he trains with and I have heard things.
If I can test you randomly for performance enhancing the next 2 years, and I never got a response on that.
Anthony Joshua has reportedly called out Jake Paul, hinting that Jake might not be competing naturally and could be relying on PEDs. Joshua says he isn't bothered by how big or powerful Jake tries to look, because his own confidence remains unshaken. He insists he's hungry, sharp, and fully prepared for fight, adding that his experience and discipline will dominate regardless of what Jake brings to the ring.
Oh, Jake's small, so that makes me confident. Jake's this, so that makes me confident. I'm just focused on myself. I'm confident in myself. Jake could be 10 foot. I'm confident in myself. That's what I'm saying. It's not about how he is. I just really I've got a good team. I've been through ups and downs. I've stood the test of time. I'm passionate. I'm hungry. And I'm still here ready to fight my heart out. So I'm confident in that.
Anthony, not only from the UK, but from
Jake Paul's growing confidence in the boxing scene has raised doubts among veteran observers. Many believe his ambition to take on someone as accomplished as Anthony Joshua is far too optimistic. Joshua, with years of elite training, championship experience, and proven durability, represents a level Paul has never encountered. Some critics even speculate, without proof, that Paul's physique and performances may be enhanced, while Joshua is seen as a naturally gifted athlete with unmatched size, strength, and technical ability. This stark contrast has led fans and experts to question whether Paul is truly prepared for a challenge of this magnitude.
Is Jake Paul natural? No. I can say that with pretty certain confidence in that statement, mainly because, as you heard me mention, I know a lot of the people he trains with and I have heard things. Now let's give Jake the benefit of the doubt, right? He's able to restrain from the peer pressure that everyone's putting on him to hop on these certain compounds. Then that would be cool to train natural, do what he needs to do. But the thing is, his body composition has changed so much, his explosiveness, his power, and yes, that comes with training and time. But I find it very, very suspicious that for some reason, whenever a drug test gets brought up, for instance, when Fury wanted that in the contract, Jake Paul turns them down. So you should think to yourself, it's probably because he's not natural. Now I want to make it clear, I don't care whether Jake Paul is natural or not. There's so many people that aren't natural that are in combat sports. In fact, Tyron Woodley probably is also not natural. Everyone wants that little edge over their competition, and that's where drugs and anabolics come into play. There's certain compounds that are out there that just increase your explosiveness immensely, your recovery, so that you can stay in the same weight class, which is very important for combat sports, whether that's boxing, UFC, whatever type of combat sport you're doing. So that is why you guys have seen so much improvement from Jake Paul. Of course, he has a great circle around him, great trainers, great coaches, a great regimen, but definitely anabolics play a very fundamental role in that. They allow him to train as hard as he does. They allow him to increase his power and speed. And of course, when you think of those concepts, that's essentially the recipe.
Deontay Wilder has added fuel to the debate surrounding the fight, hinting that contractual terms might play a role in determining the outcome. He suggests the bout could mirror previous spectacle-style events where business and entertainment interests overshadow genuine competition. According to Wilder, the fighter favoring the deal is likely to come out on top, raising questions about whether the result will truly be decided by skill and strategy alone. His comments have intensified discussions in the boxing world, with many wondering if Jake Paul's rapid rise is driven more by promotional power than pure athletic performance.
And they asked Deontay Wilder, who does he think will win the fight? And he said, whatever's in the contract for the person to win, that's who will win. And let me counterpunch. What Wilder is saying is what a lot of people are fearing, right? You know, the Jake Paul FDA that, hey, he has to win each and every fight has been one of those things that has been lingering around in the boxing world. as we seen about Mike Tyson, and Mike Tyson seeing him pulling punches or appeared to be pulling punches and not really trying to fight Jake Paul. And I reminded people that it was an exhibition. And despite how it was billed and what Mike promised to do, I think none of those guys were just trying to hurt each other. You know, I think Jake Paul was actually just trying to, just share the ring with a legend. You know what I mean? To be honest, he made sure he won, sure, but, he didn't try to go out of his way to hurt Mike like he did, like he dropped Anderson Silva or he knocked out.
These claims have stirred controversy, especially considering the massive financial stakes tied to the fight. High-profile bouts often come with intricate contracts and huge monetary incentives, and Wilder's comment highlight how these arrangements might influence outcomes in ways fans don't always see. While the idea of a predetermined result isn't universally accepted, it has encouraged viewers and analysts to look deeper into the motivations driving this matchup. Wade, another respected boxing analyst, underscores Joshua's clear advantages over Paul. He argues that Joshua's blend of size, experience, and technical expertise is far beyond anything Paul has encountered. Even at a later stage in his career, Joshua's conditioning, confidence, and ring IQ remain top tier. Wade suggests that Paul may be overestimating himself by taking on a fighter as seasoned as Joshua, failing to account for the grit and tactical awareness Joshua has developed through years of high-stakes battles. In Wade's assessment, Joshua's proven skill set makes him an extremely tough opponent, leaving Paul to face not only a physical challenge, but a significant psychological one as well.
If, again, in some world that actually happened, boxing in the UK has to die if that happens. Boxing as a whole has to take a look in the mirror if Jake walks out and knocks out Anthony Joshua in the first round. This is why I said AJ has the most pressure maybe on any boxer ever with this fight, because it's not for a world title, but it's essentially for the legitimacy of the sport. Like, without saying it, not because Jake doesn't have actual legitimate, boxing match, nothing like that, but because Jake shouldn't be in a ring with Anthony Joshua ever in his career. From when he started to what he is right now, Jake has not shown the skill, the ability yet to be in a ring with any former champion that's still in the game at heavyweight. So he's able to not only go in there, I said survive more than 3 rounds, but knock AJ out? Dude, the sport will have to drop a nuclear bomb on the sport, all of it.
I'm honored to be here. I'm happy to be here. I think December 19th is going to be crazy, though. I think the center's going to be buzzing, just crazy energy in that room. I think it's going to be really good. So now, remember, I took a year out of the game to refresh because I was just piling on more and more baggage. I just feel fresh. I feel rejuvenated. It wasn't like I took the year out in vain. I had a purpose, and I'm just living. No, you look fresh. I feel good, man. I feel good. I've been training hard. I'm close to the weight that I need to be at for the fight. I feel good. He's done me a favor. I'm walking around bulky and heavy. I feel quick. I feel amazing. So I'm looking forward to the fight.
Oh no, dude, the weight's gonna backfire now too. That's what you're telling me? You're telling me that Jake having AJ cut the weight down to 245 is actually gonna make him more of a machine? It's gonna help his gas tank. It's gonna help him be lighter and quicker on his feet. The things that Jake said he's not. It's gonna help him feel more loose and not as stiff. Fuck! Backfiring again. Everything. Damn, dude. Because he's already a big guy, and that makes sense. One of the things that you naturally do in a boxing camp is lose weight by doing cardio and obviously training and sparring and everything. But now all you're doing is having AJ get in better shape because he's just going to run more. He's already on weight, apparently. By the way, this him saying this all was from a video 3.5 weeks ago. But when you go to AJ's Twitter, this is December 4th.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned, and I'll catch you in the next one.